Hello everyone and welcome back to Parkitect. Today we are in a time-lapse episode. This is somewhat surprising maybe for you because in the past of this series I haven't had any time-lapses in. I just had it in the real-time kind of style, but this time I just felt like I need to play Parkitect again, and reason being for not making this a gameplay is simply because I didn't have the time to record, which is mainly because, for those of you who don't know, I think most of you will, but for those of you who don't know, I'm mostly doing my YouTube stuff at night, so really past midnight, which means that I can't really record anything since I have to be quiet because of my neighbors and also you know, the neighbor in my room, which is my wife, so she needs to sleep, which is obviously important, and this is why I can't record anything then. So the reason is I just wanted to play, and I just felt like I had to go back into Parkitect since the game it was really time to go back into the game. There was a break of nearly 2 weeks now since the last episode, which was not intended. It was just basically because I didn't find the time to go on with the voiceover, and I kind of avoided to play the game even though I wanted, mainly because I knew I can't record my voice for this episode. I can't really do it, and yeah, you know what, I just got rid of this strict structure of always doing like voiceover live gameplays. I think it's I'm doing more of a mixture now in the future. Like, if I feel like I need to play the game and I don't have the chance to record my voice at the same time and not do it as a live let's play, so to say, I am going to record my building and just talk over it later. And in this park, this is not really an issue at all because you had this live gameplay introduction of this park already. I made this 2 episodes ago where we started with this oasis, and so you basically know the target of this scenario, you do know my idea behind this, and we can basically talk about now what I'm doing here. And this is mainly trying to bring everything into a really nice Arabian style that makes sure that people are happy in the end with the scenario and the scenery around. So because this park also had the target to fulfill a satisfaction rate of 75%, also means that basically every ride needs to have a good scenario rating, and I feel like this is also something I'm good at. I'm not the best coaster builder, especially not in Parkitect. You will see also in this episode I'm going to tackle a kids coaster, which is one of the better ones I made in the game. It's nearly as good as it can be a blueprint, I guess, and maybe I'm also doing a blueprint out of it. If you guys like it, let me know in the comments down below. Then I'm going to make a blueprint out of it. You can use it in your parks, but yeah, I'm just happy that I could play the game again because it fills a little gap in what I am wishing from computer games. This game really is this builder game that keeps me busy for like an hour or 2, but I feel like that I really have accomplished something, right? It's this kind of game you can go in and just pump out things right off the box and be happy with it after a few minutes. And this is something I'm really, you know, in all the other games I play at the moment, whether it be Jurassic World Evolution, which I had tackled a little bit in the past again, I haven't delivered any video on that because I'm trying myself onto getting in with some more creative stuff, and it takes a huge amount of time. Like, I spent about 12 hours again in the game in the past couple of weeks, and you know, it just took time to do something I was happy with. Then we have obviously Planet Coaster, which is super time consuming. Like, you see that on the Isla Napali episodes. They are like sped up 2 hours of work, and you know, we can get one plaza done, right? It's not too much, it's just a little bit. This is also cool, I like this, but there is this gap, this desire of doing something which really accomplish something in a shorter amount of time, and this is what Parkitect really delivers. You can fulfill a scenario in 2 hours, which is awesome, and this is something I'm happy to have, and I'm willing to do even more in the future. So yeah, this is the coaster I talked about a few minutes ago, or a few seconds ago I should say. We're already in here, and yeah, it's basically a super simple kids coaster. I'm going to theme that quite highly because this should be one of the main weenies of the park, to make sure that people are dragged into this direction, but at the same time that we can hide away a little bit of the ugliness of the desert in the back, so that this whole area is somewhat fenced, or kind of, you know, that there is something around that makes people not break out of the immersion, since again said that there is this rating of satisfaction, or satisfaction rating in this park, which we have to fulfill. And yeah, it's about this what I want to do to make sure that people are kept in the little immersion of being in a little oasis park of a very rich sheikh that owns this whole park and, you know, delivers this park to the guests. Anyhow, since my voice is really hard to use at the moment due to the freaking pollen allergy, I am stopping my voiceover now in a few bits and pieces. I'm just giving you a few more infos, but then I'll leave you alone with the music. And then in the end of this episode, about 15 minutes in, I'll put in a little real-time part where I'm showing you the final park. And yeah, that should be it then with today's episode. But you can already notice this down into your calendars. There will be more Parkitect videos in the next couple of days, since I'm doing more of this style now, a little bit mixture of, you know, time lapses and final parks. I don't want to do it like Sylph does, that it's always like one entire scenario. I'm just trying to not go into any structure. I'm just doing it the way I feel like it's possibly doable at this very moment in time. And you know, this is something I think I can deliver, and I will, and if there's no time, I won't. So I'm just taking this way more easy now, which hopefully is also resulting in a better quality of this kind of format, but also in a higher frequency, and, you know, everybody will be happy. Anyways, as always, make sure to leave some nice feedback down below in the comments, and as always, it really helps me out. It really makes me feel good about this video, and, you know, just tell me how you like this approach of the Oasis Park here, and how you like the overall look and feel of this park. And yeah, I'm happy to welcome you again in a few minutes in the real-time park part, but for now, this should be it with my commentary. Enjoy the rest of the time-lapse, and talk to you in a few minutes. Alrighty, so here we are in the real-time part, and as you can see, this is the Mystic Oasis in the finished status. Yeah, as you can see, the guests are dropping, and I have to say, let me just quickly go into the goals. I've completed everything, but I haven't made it until March year 2. It was just 1 month late. This was me being stupid at the beginning when I was leaving the park open and not doing anything else. But yeah, let me just walk you through this park quickly. And before I forget, if you haven't watched the episode of City Skylines today, make sure to check out. It's already online 1 hour earlier than this episode of Parkitect. And yeah, if you're interested in, for example, the new Rookburg coaster, which is going to be in Phantasialand, hopefully this year, maybe even potentially more next year. You should watch City Skylines because we are really building a city that is influenced by the idea of this coaster, but also if you liked Anno, you will also find yourself back there again and enjoying hopefully the content there. Yeah, this just adds a little bit of a shameless cross promotion. We're going into this park, so as you can see, I changed a few bits about this park. So first things first, I changed this area back here. We had this a water ride down here, which was, I think it was the Swans ride or whatever. No, it was a bumper boat. Problem about the bumper boat was that it was always pretty crowded. The queue was completely filled and it took ages, so this was really a struggle for the satisfaction rating, so this is why I got rid of this one. I implemented this tower over here, which nobody is going on because it's too expensive. I had this at this price because people were just not going, were actually queuing up the whole time and needed money, so this is why I made this. I put in a lot of more shops here and there because people were actually complaining about being thirsty and stuff, so this is why I've put down a lot of shops. So as you can see, we have some shops here, we have some shops here, we have some here, we have some on this hand side over here, we have even more here, so quite a bit of shops in here. So I can't remember that I always made a park that had so many various shops everywhere. Anyhow, you have seen in the time-lapse I made this twister over here. I made this building over here, which has a toilet and a little shop to grab some drinks. I changed this area quite a bit so this all fits in a lot nicer. I think the queue now looks really nice. It all looks more like one structure and not like a few bits and pieces everywhere. It's more like one structure. Same goes for this one. This also looks like one structure, even though it's not really themed nicely. I don't even know. I think the scenario rating isn't that great, is it? Decoration medium, yeah, see, that's not too nice. I don't know what this one has as decoration. It's high, obviously, because of the station, and we have this little water puddle over here, I should say. This one should also have a very high one. Decoration, even though, oh, it's just medium. Okay, well, I could have done more there. I don't even know what about this one. Let's check this one. It has a high decoration rating. This one has a medium decoration, so I can even do more about this, but what I always wanted to make is that the queue is somewhat hidden away. I think if you are just on eye level with the people, this is super amazing because you have this queue and you can see the coaster passing by through this helix. Let me just quickly wait until the coaster is passing. Where is the coaster, by the way? Is it? Oh yeah, it's coming, so let's move in. Just try to get the looks of the queue. I think it's pretty cool if you're going into the queue and then look at how the coaster passes by. The lighting in the game is super awesome, actually. So there the coaster passes by. I like this. I like this quite a bit. And you can see the coaster go through its corkscrew here, really passing by in the middle of the pass, really interacting quite a bit with the pass, and then going back into the station. I like this fairly a lot, I have to say. But yeah, I think my biggest thing is this kids coaster over here. I really enjoy this kids coaster, how this turned out. Also with the queue interaction here on the roof of this building, and the only issue I have at the moment is why isn't that filled? So it's high, low, very low, and the decoration is amazing. Obviously, it's amazing. It's amazing. What were people not paying that much for the coaster? Yeah, I needed money, so this is why it's that expensive. Let's put that onto 5 because we don't need that money right now. So let's put it down on 5. Yeah, let's just follow the coaster for a bit. So it's going in here, making this little high banked curve over here, going down. It's a kids coaster, so it has to be pretty slow. Then it goes up again in this little bunny hop here, just goes down, has a little tiny bit of bunny hop element in here, which is not too much, then goes down here. This is a tiny bit too sharp, and back into the station. That's already it. It's not crazy, it's not special, but it's very subtle, right? It's just a super awesome little coaster, and yeah, I like the theming of it. I think it's pretty good. Well, you need to comment down below if you like it as much as I do, but I do fairly like it. Yeah, what I have to say though is that in terms of space, I think this park offered way too much space, to be honest, in comparison to what we needed. So I could have done even more, but this really was enough to fulfill the goals. I like this interaction with the tunnel element over here. I think this is one of my best Parkitect parks I made so far. I like the park interaction, path interaction with the various rides. The rides are placed somewhat interesting. They interact with each other. I love this little planter area over here with these, you know, in front of a wall. This really feels theme park-ish, I guess. He doesn't think so, but I do. And yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with this scenario, I have to say, but that's about it. I think there's not much more I can show you. Maybe this area a bit more in detail, because I like also these little planters here and there. It looks a little bit more Arabian than the rest of the park, but yeah. We also have this castle. It's not even a castle, it's like a mosque or whatever. But yeah, I think that's about it. And you guys have to tell me now if you liked it and what you didn't like, maybe, because there's always space for improvement, right? And so let me know if you enjoyed. Oops, what's going on? Oh, okay, never mind. I pressed the wrong button again. Alright, but that's about it. I hope to see you in the next episode. I hope you have also watched already Cities Skylines. If not, jump over. And yeah, hope to see you again tomorrow in Eastern Nepali. And I can spoil already something. We're going to build a new coaster, but don't tell anyone. Okay, see you tomorrow. Bye!